Namaste, hello, and the warmest welcome to our charismatic channel partners, superstar stockists, rockstar retailers, passionate painters, and our brilliant Birla White team. Heartiest welcome to one and all. Before we start, I would like to tell you all that you can enjoy today's session in Hindi,
Kannada, and Telugu as well.
And all you need to do is select the language of your choice on the login page and enjoy the event in the language of your choice. All right, so what's the wait for? Fasten your seatbelts and get ready for an amazing evening that is waiting to unfold. Let's also check your excitement levels because I am definitely very, very excited. Let's do a short poll and see how ecstatic you are. The first poll question in front of your screen is, how excited are you for the event? So not excited, somewhat excited, totally normal, or very, very excited. Come on, guys. Let's put in our answers. Let's show our enthusiasm, our excitement. Well, I can already feel the energies, even though we are meeting virtually. I think it's fantastic. And this evening is going to be really, really amazing. Okay, so we have the next poll question in front of you now. And you have to tell us, what do you think? Please tell us, Birla White's new product will be from which category? Is it going to be from putty, from wall primer, white cement, or textures? You have to tell us what is your idea of the launch today. And I think you guys fairly know it, but right now it's time for us to put in the poll. Okay, and we can see all your answers coming in. Brilliant. Well, you guys are absolutely right. The new product is a wall primer, and I must say, you guys are truly superstars. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are meeting for the launch of a first of its kind wall primer, which is going to be revealed very shortly. And let me tell you, it's going to be nothing short of a sensation in the industry. We are very excited, as you can see, and you also can show your enthusiasm on your screens. You can press the like button, the hoot button, there's an applause button, or in fact, you can press all of them. And let's get the energy, the excitement pouring in. Let's start doing it. Come on. Well, if you're still keeping yourself away from it, please do not do so. Please send us all your excitement. Fantastic. Oh my God, so much energy coming in. Well, I have to say, the stage for the much awaited launch is roaring with all your energies, and we can't wait to begin. So, ladies and gentlemen, today it's all about you, from getting your hands-on expert knowledge to witnessing unleashing a future of Prima category to winning exciting Amazon vouchers. You stand a chance to win it all this evening. And I think, there's been enough of me talking. It's time for us to move on. And it's my privilege to call upon Mr. Ashish Trivedi, CEO Birla White. And let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Sweta. My dear esteemed stockists, partner retailers, applicator and painter bandhu, I welcome you to this important event of Birla White. I should begin with thank you. Thank you to all being an important part of Birla White journey. I extend my heartfelt satisfaction and gratitude to you all, your participation to continue making Birla White a market leader for which we are known for. Yes, we have continued to be the #1 market leader in all segments we operate. Birla White Cement, Birla White Wall Care Putty, and our other products. I'm actually happy to share with you white cement, where general belief was that this is a low growth market, and in putty both, Birla White actually has grown in double digits in all of the last 2 years continuously. This has given me significant confidence in you all. Yes, it has become, of course, at a significantly higher cost than what we could have afforded. However, to me, it tells about how you all can shape the market growth. Your support has been crucial to continue this leadership journey. All our other products are also doing very well, thanks to your support. Just to share some examples, fragrance putty in some of the markets has already got 70% of the total putty demand. So we have extreme good results coming in a few states. Our waterproof putty is cut above all with water resistance, which is twice more than any other product in the market. This product, in such a short time of launch, has become a preferred product in key markets. Our Extocare product with 7x adhesion, not 2x, not 3x, has shown signs of start of a revolution in the undercoat market. Everwhite, it is creating a difference in the market it operates. It has a distinct value proposition and a 3 years warranty, as you all know. Our BioShield putty has become preferred by several hospitals and doctors across the country, including institutions like AIIMS, which are preferring this product. Our Excel putty is for the customers who are one above and prefer a very superior product. As you all know, our products stand out much better than anything else in the market on technical and performance parameters, and you all know this. I need your more active participation in our new segments. These segments make the market. Your customers will keep coming back to you for these products. Coming back to today. Today, Birla White is back here as promised with another product, another first time in the industry, another first time in the world, with another superior performance. We continue marching towards this journey of innovation. We want to make you even more stronger. Our teams across our manufacturing plants, across our supply chains, across our R&D, across our IT, across our sales, and our marketing teams have made significant efforts to bring this innovation journey to market and hand it over to you all again to make it successful. I look forward to your continued support in accelerating this journey of innovative Birla White leadership. Thank you, all our partners present here, and all the very best. Back over to you, Swetha, and thanks again.
Thank you so much, Ashish sir, for a truly heartwarming address, and thank you for making us a part of the glorious Birla White journey and for lifting our spirits yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, as we can already sense, this much awaited launch is definitely going to be a blockbuster. So without any further ado, let me call upon Mr. Varun Goyal, Head Value Added Products, Birla White, and Mr. Ankur Jindal, Product Manager of Prima category, to give us some insights about the new product.
Hi, thank you, Swetha. And a very warm good evening to all of my friends, stockist friends, retailers, Painter Bio, and Birla White team. It gives me immense pleasure to come here in front of you again to give you a glimpse of the new path-breaking innovation that Birla White is going to launch today. Friends, as Ashish sir has very well summarized what Birla White has done in past. And as you know, this is about wall primer, which we are going to speak about today. So let me first give you a brief history of what the consumers are going through, a brief summary of what the consumers are going through and what is the problem that we are going to solve. And then Ankur will take over and he will introduce the product that we are going to launch today. So let me share the presentation with you guys. So what are the pain points of the consumers with regard to the home walls? So let us understand this first. First is paint doesn't stick to the walls. If you have observed that generally the old paints and the paints, they start peeling off the walls within 2 to 3 years, and the very older paints, they do not stick to the wall at all. We do not get true tone of paint color. Even if I paint my home with a good paint, the problem actually is the wall primer underneath it, and we do not get the true tone of the paint color as we have seen in the brochures. Third is high consumption of paint for good output. So in order to get the output that I desire or any consumer desire, we need to use multiple coats of paint over the wall primer that we have already done. So given these three timeless problems that all the consumers face, we did a research which said that 70% consumers, they find peeling and flaking as #1 trigger to paint the house. And this peeling and flaking is not because of the paint that is being done over the walls. It is because of the base coat or the coat that has been done underneath, which is wall primer. So what's the solution, friends? A solution is a wall primer which offers strong adhesion so that paint doesn't get peeled off easily. A white surface with high opacity, the gray cementitious surface underneath the paint, it should be covered by a base coat completely so that the true tone of paint is achieved. A smooth surface and low absorption of top coat, which will happen only when the undercoat is as efficient as it can be. Now, to solve this timeless problem, Birla White has come up with a unique and a very modern solution, which Ankur is going to talk about. So I'm going to hand over to Ankur now at this junction so that he can introduce the product that we are going to launch today. Over to you, Ankur.
Thank you, Varun. A very good evening to you all. I know you all have been waiting very patiently for the big reveal today. So without any further delay, let me disclose the modern solution of Birla White. Introducing to you all Birla White Primacode Primer to solve your timeless problem once and for all. As I go in more detail about the product, let me show you the video first to give you an overall view of the product.
कुछ चीजें टाइमलेस होती हैं और कुछ चीजें नहीं। जैसे दादाजी का ये कहना कि अरे हम तो नदी पार करके स्कूल जाया करते थे बेटा, या फिर पिताजी का कहना कि हम तो स्ट्रीट लाइट के नीचे बैठ के पढ़ाई करते थे। दोनों बातें टाइमलेस नहीं हैं, क्योंकि हमारे पास स्कूल बस, रोड्स, 24 घंटे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और ऑनलाइन क्लासेस जो हैं। गोल्डन जनरेशन की हर प्रॉब्लम का मॉडर्न जनरेशन वालों के पास सॉल्यूशन है। तो बात जब घर की दीवारों की हो तो वही दादाजी के जमाने का एक्सक्यूज क्यों है? जिस ब्रांड का पेंट आज भी उसी ब्रांड का प्राइमर क्यों है? प्राइमर्स की इसी टाइमलेस प्रॉब्लम को मिटाने आ गया है बिरला व्हाइट का नया और आधुनिक प्राइमा कोट प्राइमर, इंडिया का पहला व्हाइट सीमेंट बेस्ड लिक्विड प्राइमर, जो आम एक्रेलिक प्राइमर्स के मुकाबले कवर करे ज्यादा सरफेस एरिया और है हाईली एडहेसिव, जिससे आपके वॉल पेंट्स की पकड़ बने मजबूत। इसी के साथ ये दे आपकी दीवारों को सबसे उत्तम व्हाइटनेस और पेंट्स की खपत को करे कम। मतलब दीवारों की प्रॉब्लम हो लेस और घर बना रहे टाइमलेस। तो जो अब तक चलता आया है वो अब नहीं चलेगा। बिरला व्हाइट का प्राइमा कोट प्राइमर चलेगा नहीं, लंबा चलेगा।
Isn't it amazing? Birla White Primacode Primer, India's first white cement based liquid primer, जो चलेगा नहीं, लंबा चलेगा। So I'm sure the video has piqued your interest in the product. Now let me get into more detail and tell you about the product features. First, you can see on the screen, it's India's first white cement-based liquid primer. I'm mentioning cement-based liquid primer, but why does it matter? It matters because your base coat is made of white cement. Your putty also is made of white cement. And we all know that cement to cement bonding is very good. This not only increases the durability of your primer, but also increases the durability of your walls. Next, we are going to stronger adhesion. Stronger adhesion. The liquid primer not only creates a strong bond with the base coat layer of grey cement and putty, it creates a stronger adhesion with the top coat as well. This prevents the peeling of paint, which solves the timeless problem and gives you long-lasting walls. Next point, what the Primacode offers is you higher coverage. It offers the best coverage than any other primer available in the market, and it is priced at very competitive price range. So this saves you money as well. Next, the Primacode offers you best whiteness. Many a times I have had a conversation with family and friends where we want a particular shade of the paint, but after the painting is done, you get something different. I'm sure you all must have faced this problem too. This happens because the primer you apply is of very low whiteness. Respect to all these other primers, Birla White Primacode offers 90% whiteness on Hunter scale, which is greater than any other primer available in the market. So you get the true tone of the paint. But what is different? You will say that every company boasts about its products, and there is nothing different about the Birla White talking more about its Primacode. But let me tell you friends, whatever claim we make at Birla White, it is substantiated with the research we do. It is all the claim are backed by the research. And the research is done by third party. So there is no way that Birla White can influence the results. So let's see what the research has to say. What you see on your screen is the performance evaluation of Birla White Primacode against the primer product of Asian, Berger and Dulux. We went to different cities of India, and we asked almost 500 plus painters to test our Primacode against the other primer products of Asian, Berger and Dulux. So you see different charts on your screen. Let me tell you how to read these charts first. On the left hand side, you see the 4 parameters on which these products were tested: shine and whiteness, coverage, smoothness, adhesion and stickiness. Now there are 2 different charts. One is for interior primer and second is for exterior primer. Let's read the interior chart first. On first parameter, shine and whiteness, you see that the 25% of painters preferred Asian paints, 28% preferred Berger paints. As compared to these, 55% of the painters preferred Birla White. Similarly, if you see on the other parameters, on coverage, 26% chose Asian paints, while 58% chose Birla White. On smoothness, 27% preferred Asian paint, while 55% chose Birla White. On adhesion and stickiness, 21% chose Asian paints, 24% chose Berger paints, while a staggering high number, 65% of the painters chose Birla White Primacode primer. Similarly, if you see on the parameters in the exterior primer category, on all the parameters from shine to whiteness to adhesion, 30 to 33% of the painters chose Berger or Asian paints. As compared to this, 53 to 64% of the painters chose Birla White Primacode primer. This clearly shows the superior performance by Birla White Primacode compared to the primers of Asian, Berger and Dulux. But is it only limitation that we test the primer product? No, we also want to test the top coat or the paint layer which is applied over the primer. So we ask the painters to apply the paint over the primers and then test the top coat as well. On the screen, you can see the final results. We tested the top coat on adhesion, stickiness, coverage of the paint, smoothness of the paint, and finally the color tone of the paint. You will see that as compared to the Asian, Berger or Dulux, where only 20 to 24% of the painters preferred these products, Birla White Primacode was preferred by almost 65 to 70% of the painters, which again clearly shows that the superior performance of Birla White Primacode against the other primers available in the market. Finally, what we did is we asked the painters to give an overall ranking of the primers which they tested based on all the parameters which they have tested on. In this, a staggering high number of 71% of painters gave Birla White Primacode the #1 ranking. As compared to Birla White Primacode, only 15% chose Berger as #1 and only 8% chose Asian Paint as #1 in the interior primer category. In the exterior primer category, 66% of the painters chose Birla White Primacode as #1 primer, while 17% each chose Berger and Asian and only 2% chose Dulux. So, my friends, overall you can see the results are clear from the research. The Birla White Primacode is better than any other primer available in the market. Now that we have established that Primacode is #1 primer, let's find out more about the product. First, we will be launching the product in 4 different pack sizes. As you can see on the screen, you will have 4 different pack sizes for interior: 20 liter, 10 liter, 4 liter, and 1 liter. The MRP of 20 liter pack will be 3650. For 10 liter, it will be 1950. For 4 liter, it will be 822. And for 1 liter, it will be 227. All the prices are very competitive as per the current market standards. In the exterior category as well, you see there will be 4 SKUs: 20 liter, 10 liter, 4 liter, and 1 liter. The MRP of 20 liter will be 4220. MRP of 10 liter is 2220. For 4 liter, it will be 945. And for 1 liter, the MRP is going to be 245. I'm sure all my painter brothers will be very happy to see this slide. We have kept a special token for you all inside the bucket. As you know, no other brand offers a token inside the bucket in the primer category. We will have a 20 liter token of ₹50, and in 10 liter pack, we will have a ₹25 token. Whenever you buy a 20 liter or 10 liter pack, make sure you get the token from inside the bucket. Last, I'm coming to where are we announcing the launch of the Birla White Primacode today. Today, we are announcing the launch of Primacode in 7 cities. I'm sure you can see the city name on your screen as well. First is Bangalore, second Ahmedabad, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jaipur, and Bhubaneswar. The 7 cities where the product will be available from today. But our painters or the channel partners from the other cities, you don't need to worry as well. We will be doing the pan-India launch of the product within next 6 months. So my friends and colleagues, with this, I'm coming to end of my presentation, but I'm sure the wait for your best primer is over. So why wait? Go to the markets, buy Primacode, and get beautiful walls for your home. Thank you. Have a very good evening. Back to you, Sweta. Thank you.
Well, definitely the wait for the best primer is over. What a blockbuster product. Birla White Primacode Primer, India's first white cement-based liquid primer, and you can get the required true color tone of paint and no peeling and flaking for years to come. Are you also thinking what I am thinking? It's really time to repaint our homes, and I think we have all the right reasons right now to do this. Now, since we have given out so much information about our new product, now is the time, my lovely audience, where you get a chance to win those amazing Amazon vouchers. So put your life jackets on for the very first question. And here is the question. What is the name of India's first white cement-based liquid primer. And your options are Ultra Coat, Prima Bond, Primacode, or Ultra Bond. And your time starts now. Well, I'm sure most of you already know the answer. You just have a few more seconds left, and let's get the correct answer quickly. All right. And the time's going to be up very, very soon. Fantastic. Fantastic, stars. Thank you so much for your responses. And the correct answer, of course, is Primacode. And we're going to announce the winners at the end of the event. So please, please stay tuned with us for that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to invite Mr. Ragesh Rawat, Sales Head Birla White, to speak about Birla White Primacode.
Yeah. Thank you, Shweta. And a very good evening to our stockists, our esteemed retailers, my Birla White colleagues, and painter bhaiyon ko mera namaskar. It's really great to know that one more product is getting launched from the house of Birla White, and I feel privileged to be a small part of the launch event of this product. Liquid primer is a product that is already well accepted in market, unlike our past few offerings that was something which were very new to market. So in this product, not much education about the product to market is required. And we are fortunate that we have the backing of a strong Birla White brand, our excellent distribution network comprising of you all, of our esteemed stockists and retailers, and also we have the support of our painter friends. हमें painter भाइयों का support हमेशा मिलता रहा है, और इसकी वजह से we are established player in the market, and all this coupled with the legacy of being a great quality player and an innovative organization, this will ensure that we will very soon corner a big chunk of liquid primer market. I like to share with you one interesting piece of statistics. 3 years back, our 80% of volume used to come from just 2 SKUs, which is white cement 50 kg pack and Volcanic putty 40 kg pack. Today, only 45% of Birla White volume comes from these packs, and 55% of volume comes from new packs and new products. That shows how innovation is driving growth of Birla White. The innovative products and also this new product gives our stockists as well as retailers an opportunity to capture these customers, also those customers whom they are not able to reach with the existing portfolio. And once you have the customer in your fold, you are able to push another products also using your existing relationship. So any new product helps not only the company, but the entire ecosystem comprising of our stockists, retailers, painters, and even the end customers. I'm sure, like in the past, our stockists, our retailers, and our painter friends will once again actively support this product and ensure it is a great success. I'm sure about our Birla White sales and marketing team that they will promote this product with the same passion as they've done in the past. Once again, thanking you all for being with Birla White every time and for your participation in this event. Thank you. Over to you, Shweta.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ragesh. You really set the excitement quotient high for everyone out here. And I'm hearing from the audience that you want to click a photo with the new product. So we have added a new photo frame, and all you have to do is you have to go to the photo op and click photos. So please click as many pictures as you want. And I'm sure it's going to be really, really exciting for everyone out here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am now going to invite Mr. Abhijit Kumar, Marketing Head, Birla White, to speak about Birla White Primacode.
Thank you, Shweta, and good evening, everyone. Good evening to all our partners, retailers, stockists, and painters. Thank you very much for being here today and listening to us. I'm sure you all are very excited to know about our new offering, our new revolutionary product, and I'm sure all our retailers, painters, and stockists would be all keen to take this product and take it into the market, into the hands of consumers. I'll take a brief moment here and I'll take you as a journey in the past. So for that, let me just share my presentation. So as we are saying, the new wave. So you all know that Birla White is known for its innovation since inception. So what I want to refer here is innovation has been the DNA of Birla White since beginning, and it is based on 2 key actions or 2 key basic objectives which we always keep in our mind. understanding the needs of consumers. So when I say consumers, we keep listening to our end consumers, we keep listening to our retailers, we keep listening to our painters, we keep listening to our feedbacks of stockists, and even our suppliers and vendors. So I mean all the ecosystem partners, day in, day out, only to understand, is there any need of a consumers which is still unfulfilled? After that, we first try to come out with solutions. So we have understood the need, we have understood the problem, and then we try to find out a solution. And if and when we realize that the solution can be solved with a new product, and hence we introduce the new product. So you all know this, right? Almost 20 years back, Birla White introduced white cement putty, white cement based putty. Birla White introduced white cement based textures. Birla White introduced white cement based plaster. And very recently, Birla White introduced white cement based and warranty based whitewash, first time in the market. And the range of putty which all of you are aware. These are the products to meet different needs of the consumers. I'm sure all of you would appreciate the fact and relate to it that Birla White is the only brand to offer so many different offerings of putty, right from wall care putty to fragrance putty to Excel putty to waterproof putty, and now antiviral bacterial putty. So the point I'm trying to make here is that innovation has been the DNA of Birla White, and we keep coming out with new products as and when market needs it or consumers needs it. So you all heard about it, right? Introducing Primacode. You heard from Ankur, you heard from Varun that we are introducing this product, Primacode. You got the details of the product. And as I said, I am sure that all of you would have been excited, hearing about the product, the offerings of the product, and I'm pretty sure your consumers would also like the product. So what is so special about the product? You also heard this earlier. There is a primer in the market. So Birla White is also coming out with the primer, and we are saying chalega nahi, lamba chalega. So what do we really mean by that? You heard, right? India's first white cement based liquid primer. You heard the problem which was highlighted by the team, that what is the biggest problem of a consumer? Peeling, flaking, dullness of the wall. In spite of using very costly paints, you still feel that the paint peels off very fast. So what is the reason? The reason is that with your base coat and the top coat, there is a layer in between which needs to hold both of them very, very strongly. So what did we realize? Can we make a white cement based liquid primer? Why white cement based? Because you all understand that white cement has a very, very strong adhesive power. So with this product, what are we solving? We are solving two issues for you. To get more adhesions, to solve the peeling problem, to solve the dullness of the paint. Second, liquid, and hence convenience as well. So you are getting best of both the worlds: liquid convenience and white cement strength. So in the end, I would like to thank you all once again for joining this event, listening to us, not only in this event, but being a very, very strong supporter of Birla White brand for the last 3 to 4 decades. Thank you very much. Over to you, Sweta.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abhijit, for taking us through the entire journey of Primacode so meticulously and comprehensively. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's another opportunity for you to win Amazon gift voucher. So for that, we have the second quiz questions popping on your screens right now. And here's the question: what are the different SKUs available of Primacode? And your options are 1 liter, 2 liter, 10 liter, 25 liter. That's option A. Option B is 1 liter, 4 liter, 10 liter, or 20 liter. Option C, 2 liter, 5 liter, 10 liter, 20 liter. Or option D, 1 liter, 5 liter, 20 liter, and 25 liter. So these are your options, and you have to guess the correct one. I'll repeat the question once again. What are the different SKUs available of Primacode? And as you can see, the time's running. So let's quickly get your answers. I'm sure it's going to be a little tricky, but we have the answers already coming in, and the time's going to be up very, very soon. All right, so thank you very, very much for your responses. And I'm sure you really want to know what's the correct answer. And the correct option is option B, which is 1 liter, 4 liter, 10 liter, and 20 liter. These are the different SKUs available of Primacode. So for everybody who got that right, well done. And as I mentioned, we will be announcing the winners in the end. So please stay tuned with us. And I must say that, you have been a wonderful, wonderful audience, and we received so many questions from your end. So what we've done is we have combined some of the similar questions for everyone's interest. And now looking at the timeline, we will be taking up a few selected questions. So now let me just call upon Dr. Rajesh Singh, Head Research and Development, Mr. Ragesh Rawat, Head Sales, and Mr. Abhijit Kumar, Head Marketing, for the Q&A round. So the first question that we have today is for Dr. Rajesh. And sir, your question is that no other company could make a white cement-based liquid primer. How did Birla White make India's first white cement-based liquid primer?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Sweta. And good evening to all our painters, applicators, and everyone. Yes, actually, this idea came during R&D brainstorming meeting. It was really not an easy task for the R&D team to develop a liquid primer using white cement in its formulation. Because of cementitious property, cement becomes hard when it comes in contact with water or moisture. But our team took this challenge and did lot of experiments for the same. Finally, team got success and designed a formulation in which cement will remain in liquid form without affecting the quality of primer, and doesn't harden actually with the presence of water. Thus, we discovered an unique kind of product first time in India, and we also patented the same formulation with Indian Patent Office. So that's the answer from my side. Thank you.
That's very, very well answered. And I'm sure everybody has got what they wanted to hear. Our next question is for Mr. Abhijit Kumar. And Abhijit, your question is, Birla White is known for its innovations. And in the recent years, we've seen many innovations by Birla White. I would like to know, how does the process of any innovation start at Birla White? And how did you decide that you should make a liquid primer?
Yeah, Sweta, so thank you for asking that question. I think to some extent, this answer to this question was covered while I addressed the event. So it's based on two very key principles. Listen to your consumers day in, day out. Ever-changing need of consumers. And when I say consumers, I'm not only referring to end consumers, I'm referring to our painters as well, our retailers as well, our stockists as well. We keep listening to them. And whenever we understand that there is a problem or there is a need, first of all, we always try to find out a solution for that. And when we realize that that solution can be solved by introducing a product, then only we introduce the product. So to answer to your question is looks simple, but we do it like clockwork, day in, day out, listen to the consumers, understand the need, and then come out with a solution and hence the product. So I think your second question was about the liquid primer. I think Dr. Rajesh explained that it was a challenging task. Coming out with liquid primer was not a challenge. It's not a challenging task because many brands already have it, paint companies especially. But coming out with white cement based liquid primer was a challenging task. So first I would like to tell you why white cement. Because we understand white cement and nobody else apart from Birla White understands white cement better than us. we know what white cement as a product can do and what it can't do. So we realize that if we have a white cement based liquid primer, it will give the adhesion which the normal liquid primer can't give. And that is the simple reason why your paint peels, why your paint flakes, or why your paint becomes dull over the time. So of course the task was cut out, that can we make a liquid primer using white cement? And you heard Dr. Rajesh, and that's how we came out.
Thank you, Mr. Abhijit. Very inspiring answer. And I'm going to now direct our next question to Mr. Ragesh Rawat. So your question is, why Birla White is launching Primacode in selected 7 cities, and why did you choose only these cities?
Yeah, thank you, Shweta, for this question. And I would say very well, this has to be asked. And it would, if it wouldn't have been asked, I would have been surprised. So why these 7 cities? So first of all, you have to test market it, and if there are any feedback from the market is there, then we can definitely improve upon it for the all India launch. Now, then why these 7 cities? So basically, these cities have been selected so that they represent the entire country. Means we have picked up each city from every zone. We got 5 zones. So I picked up 2 cities from south, which are Bangalore and Hyderabad, and 2 cities from our other second biggest zone, which is central zone, which they are Lucknow, Indore, and then 1 from north, which is Jaipur, and then 1 from east, and that's Bhubaneswar. So 1 from west, that is Ahmedabad. So again, why these cities from these zones? So why we have picked Bangalore, Hyderabad? Because we have got a very strong market. Our ecosystem is really good there. Our distribution is very good, and we get more feedback. The more the product is placed in more counters, and the better it is for the company, to not just for the volume point of view, but initially from the feedback point of view as well. So that is the reason, Shweta, why these 7 cities were selected.
Thank you.
And then for Pan India launch, yeah, further I'd like to add, for a Pan India launch, for the interest for the audience, that we will, in another 6 months, we'll launch it Pan India. Yeah.
Lovely. I think that definitely answers this very important question for everyone out there. Thank you, Mr. Ragesh. I'm now going to have the next question for Dr. Rajesh being read out here, which is that, Dr. Rajesh, there are some products which can be applied on fresh walls and some which can be applied on already painted surface. Similarly, some can be applied on interior surfaces and some can be applied on exterior surfaces. Which surfaces can Primacode primer be applied on?
Yeah, thank you, Sweta, for this good question. Actually, we have developed 2 types of products. One is Primacode interior primer, and other is Primacode exterior primer. Primacode interior primer can be applied over interior plasters, or concrete, or gypsum, or putty, or any repainted surfaces. Whereas Primacode exterior primer can be applied over exterior plaster, any concrete, or any repainted surfaces.
So the next question that I have is for Mr. Abhijit. So Abhijit, we all know that Birla White is an expert in powder products, as all Birla White products are in powder form. How can we trust that a liquid product by Birla White will be as good or better than a powder products in quality and other parameters?
Yeah, thank you for asking that question, Sweta, because I'm sure a lot of people will ask this question from tomorrow once it is open in the market for everyone that Birla White has come out with white cement based liquid primer. So as I said in my previous, to my reply to my previous question, that we understand white cement, the full understanding of white cement, and nobody understands better than us as to what all white cement can do. So as we explained earlier as well, the idea was that how can we develop a white cement based primer, and then how we can convert it into a liquid. So as far as the inherent nature and the property what white cement can provide, I don't think so anybody will have any doubt as far as the brand Birla White is concerned. Now coming to the second part of why liquid, and that's why I mean how to trust on the liquid part of it. So as I said, once we got confident and the R&D team told us that we can develop a white cement based liquid primer, We did an extensive research, extensive testing all across the country, within the lab, outside the lab, and amongst painters as well from different locations. I think Ankur explained that in his presentation, that we went to more than 500 painters with a sample and asked them to test on the 3-4 important parameters which are considered for any primer, whether it is shine, whiteness, durability, adhesions, and the finding of the painter was consistent all across the location, that in various parameters and various performances, the Primacode of Birla White is much superior than any other brands of paint majors available in the market. So I'm 100% sure that white cement based as an inherent nature of the product and from the brand Birla White will be a huge trust for everybody to try out this product.
Thank you, Mr. Abhijit. That was brilliantly answered. We now have our next question for Mr. Ragesh Rawat. So, sir, like mentioned previously as well, there are many primer products in the market. Why should retailers and painters, the applicators, choose Birla White Primacode primer over the other primers?
Thank you, Shraddha, once again for a very good question. See, there are many reasons, but we have bucketed them into three P's, not the 4 P's of marketing, but 3 P's of Birla White. First is the product. So the product has higher durability, it has a stronger adhesion, and it prevents peeling of paints, and then best whiteness in the market, which will help to get the true color tone of the paints. And it's 90% whiteness we are talking about. And then comes pricing, very important. So best margins for our retailers, which is the markup is 30% and above, and then schemes are going to be the best in the market. And then third is very important part of our ecosystem, our painter friends. And for them, we will give them a very high quality product that will help them, give a great thing to the customer and enhance their reputation and get more business. And second is we've got token for our painter friends in 10 and 20 liter SKUs, which is not there in competition, though they might have some points. So these are the major reasons why we think it should be a great hit with the market.
Well, we have no doubts on that, Mr. Ragesh. Thank you for sharing that answer with us. Okay, our next question is for Dr. Rajesh. And so the current products in the market are acrylic based, while Primacode primer is white cement based. Even though both are in the liquid form, will the application process be different for Primacode compared to acrylic primers?
My answer is no. Actually, in spite of cement base, all the application process will remain same for our both interior as well as exterior Primacode primers, as compared to other acrylic based primer available in the market. However, our primer will exhibit some unique property, as already Abhijit Kumar is already explained. It will exhibit more whiteness or brightness, you can say, or more hiding or opacity with the substrate, and more adhesion, that when it will be applied on the surface, it will give more adhesion to the surface where it is applied, like putty, plaster, concrete, etc., due to its cementitious nature. So that's the beauty of the product. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajesh. A lot of our stars wanted to know that. Final question, and it's for Mr. Abhijit Kumar. Abhijit, Birla White already has one primer product, which is the Extocare in the market. How is Primacode primer different from Extocare?
So first difference is, which is very, very visible and easily understood, that Extocare is a powder based, whereas Primacode will be liquid based. So Extocare has a unique offering to value seekers. So what I mean, if somebody is looking at 50 to 55 rupees a kg primer or an option in that space, so we have an offering for them as well. And we have now the liquid primer as well, which is for a different segment of consumers. So what I mean to basically say is that no matter what your requirement is, we have a product. And Extocare is primarily meant for the exterior walls, whereas Primacode liquid primer will be both interiors and exteriors. So different set of properties for the different segment of consumers.
Thank you, Mr. Abhijit. And with that answer, we come to the end of the Q&A section. And we want to thank all the gentlemen. It was truly informative and very, very exciting. And I'm sure everybody has got to learn a lot more about the product today. And on behalf of everyone, we want to wish you all the very best for Birla White's newest offspring. And we have no doubts that it's going to be a sensational product like all the other products. Thank you very, very much once again.
Thank you, Shweta. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And now the time that you've all been waiting for is finally here. I am going to announce the winners of the quiz. For quiz 1, we have Rashid Mohsen and PS Shujan. I'll just repeat again, Rashid Mohsen and PS Shujan for quiz 1. And for quiz 2, the winners are Sandeep Vishwakarma and you, Ankit. Once again, Sandeep Vishwakarma and you, Ankit. A big, big, big round of applause for all the winners and to all of us, of course, for attending the event today. Our team will get in touch with the winners shortly to give out the Amazon vouchers. With this, ladies and gentlemen, we conclude the launch of the next disruption in the Primacode world, which was brilliantly executed by the team. And how time flies, right, when you're having so much fun. Following your meeting, champions, I have realized you all know how to win, how to disrupt competition, and most importantly, how to have fun. Whatever Birla White does, you do it big and grand. Thank you so much to our dynamic leaders and our energized audience members. Until next time, thank you. You have been a lovely audience, and please have a great evening.